So are you also still sending emails manually to all your Facebook leads? Then give me 10 minutes and I'll show you how you can automate this process. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to send marketing emails after Facebook lead ads submission. So over here I'm running an edutech company and we regularly use Facebook lead ads to get more leads for our business. So now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead through Facebook lead ads, I want to send them an automated email using SendGrid. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and SendGrid. And to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll show you how to automatically send emails as soon as someone submits your Facebook lead ads form. This is perfect for businesses running lead generation campaigns and whether you're promoting courses, services or products. So as soon as a lead sign-ups, the workflow captures their contact details and instantly send them a personalized email with the relevant information, offers or follow-up content. It's a powerful way to engage the leads instantly and boost conversation and save hours on manual outreach. So let's set this up automation step by step. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. But before we move ahead in this automation, if you are someone who regularly builds automation or want to learn from like-minded professionals, we invite you to join our Facebook community. It's our space where business owners, marketers and startup founders connect, share the solutions and help each other grow. Whether you're stuck with an integration or just exploring new ideas, this group is a great place to get support and inspiration. You'll find this URL in the description box below, so don't miss out and we'd love to have you there. So you can simply go towards the Join Pabbly community and you will be able to join our Facebook community. Alright, so let's move on forward on how to create this automation. So after opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, we are just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. And now we're going to get all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And now after opening my Pabbly Connects account over here, to start with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it's asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here you're going to see that I've already created multiple folders in my account in which I save my workflow. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations. And now I'm just going to name my workflow as this: send marketing emails after Facebook lead ad submission. And then we are simply going to click on this button which says create, and once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, I'm simply going to select my trigger application, which is Facebook lead ads. So I'm just going to search for Facebook lead ads and select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to select it as new lead instant and click on this connect. Now it is saying add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Facebook lead ads account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can simply click on this button which says select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. And now we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Facebook lead ads. And once I'm just going to click on this connect with Facebook lead ads, I'm just going to select my Facebook account, with the help of which I'm just going to create this connection and click on this button right over here which says continue. And once I'm just going to click on this continue, with this my Facebook lead ads account will be connected with my Pabbly Connects workflow. And now after connecting this, what is going to happen is it is going to ask me to select the page. So as you can see, the name of my Facebook page is Spark Success Coaching. So I'm just going to select the same right over here, which is Spark Success Coaching. And now I'm just going to move on further. And now after selecting the page, it is asking me to select the lead gen form. So I'm simply going to select this lead gen form, which is lead ads, because I want to create this automation only for this particular lead gen form. If you want to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can select all lead gen forms to right from here. And after selecting the page and the lead gen form, I'm just going to click on this button which says save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, it is saying waiting for a webhook response. And in the notes, it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for Meta for Developers, and I'm just going to open the landing page of Meta for Developers. And from here we are going to create a test lead. We are just going to go towards this resources, developer tools, and over here we're just going to go towards this lead ads RTO debug tool in order to create a test lead. Alright, so what we're just going to do is I'm just going to select the same page which we selected right over here in our workflow, and then I'm just going to select the same form and click on this button which says preview form. And after clicking on this preview form, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to enter all of these details. Let's say for the first name, I'm just going to keep it as demo, last name as lead. Let's say for the email, I'm just going to keep it as lead@pablytudes.com. Then I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to keep the phone number as this right over here. And then for the city, let's say I'm just going to keep it as Bhopal only. And now I'm just going to click on this continue and then over here towards this submit. And with this, we have successfully submitted this lead gen form and we have created a test lead. So I'm just going to open my workflow, and over here Pably is going to capture these same details which we submitted right over here during our test submission. And as you can see that Pably has successfully captured the same details. And now what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to send them an email using SendGrid. So to do this, I'm just going to add another action step right over here, and I'm just going to select the action application as SendGrid. So I'm just going to search for SendGrid right over here, and then we're just going to simply select it. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as send an email and click on this connect. Now we have to go towards this add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, you simply have to open your SendGrid account. Now from here, you have to go towards this settings and then towards this API keys. And over here, what you have to do is you have to simply click on this create API key button. Over here, you have to enter your API key name, give the full access and click on this create and view. And your API key will be created. You can simply copy that API key and paste it right over here. I have already created this API key and created my connection. So I'm just going to go towards this select existing connection and then save right over here. And now it's asking me to send to email. So yes, we have received the leads email right over here in the response of our previous step. So we're just going to enter the same right over here. But we are not going to enter it manually or by copy pasting it like this, but instead we are just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pably which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Facebook lead ads as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of a trigger application only. And as soon as we are just going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm simply going to map this email address right over here, and now it is asking me for the subject. So I'm just going to send a subject something like this, which is the name of my lead. And then I'm just going to take the next step with Spark Success Coaching. But over here for the name of the lead, I'm just going to map it because I want to keep this as dynamic. So I'm just going to map the first name, put a space, last name, put a comma and complete my subject. Now for the from email address, I'm just going to enter the email address with the help of which I'm just going to send the mails. Alright, so this is my from email address. So I'm simply going to enter it and move on further. Now for the from name, I'm just going to keep it as Spark Success Coaching only right over here. So I'm simply going to enter this from name right over here, and now I'm just going to move on further. Now it is asking me for the reply to email. So for the reply to email, once again, I'm just going to use the same from email address right over here and move on further. Now it is saying content types. I'm just going to keep it as HTML. You can use a plain text too. If you're using HTML, you can directly get the HTML tags from OpenAI or ChatGPT. And now it is asking me for the content value, which is the email content. So I'm just going to paste that HTML code right over here. If you wish, you can keep the content type as plain and send a plain email too. Now what I'm just going to do is in this, I'm just going to map the name. Over here, you're going to see that this name is dynamic. So I'm simply going to map the first name, put a space and then the last name. And after doing all of this, I'm simply going to click on this button which says save and send test request. And now we have received the positive response that we have successfully sent an email. So I'm just going to open my email right from here. I'm just going to go towards this inbox, and now I'm just going to refresh the inbox right from here to check for the new mail received. And as you can see that this is the same mail, which is Demo Lead Take the Next Step with the Spark Success Coaching. Hi Demo Lead, thank you for showing interest in Spark Success Coaching. We are thrilled to support your personal and professional growth journey. Ready to spark your success? Then get started now. And once my user is going to click on this link, they are going to get towards my landing page of my company. So yes, you can see that with this we have successfully created this amazing automation that whenever my lead is going to fill in this lead gen form automatically, they're going to receive a mail. So yes, now I'm just going to show you the real-time example of this. For that, I'm just going to open my lead ads testing tool. I'm just going to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. It is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page, otherwise you'll not be able to create a new lead or preview the form once again. So let's say that I'm running Facebook lead ads and someone sees my ad on their Facebook page, and they're just going to click on this preview form and submit the form. Let's say this time for the first name I'm just going to keep it as testing. For the last name I'm just going to keep it as user only right over here. Now I'm just going to move on further. Let's say for the email I'm just going to keep it as user@pablitudes.com. So I'm simply going to enter user@pablitudes.com. And now I'm just going to move on further. Let's say for the phone number I'm just going to keep it as this only. Now for the city I'm just going to keep it as Bhopal only. So let's say someone filled in this form and click on this continue and then submit. And once they're just going to click on this submit, they are going to receive a mail. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my mail and I'm just going to look for the new mail. And as you can see that yes, we have successfully received a new mail. So I'm just going to open it right from here. It is saying hi testing user. So yes, you can see only the name has been changed, the rest of the details are same. So yes, you can see that with this we have successfully completed this video and this workflow too, and it is running perfectly fine in real time. Whenever I submitted a new lead right over here, with the help of this lead ads testing tool, automatically my lead has been sent in mail right over here, which is something like this. So yes, now we don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. All of this is going to happen in backend and we can just sit back and relax. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.